Hey guys, welcome to Economics Grade 11. Congratulations first of all for making it to the next grade. I know grade 10 was not easy. You guys found yourself in uncharted territory or in uncharted waters where you guys had to make do with online learning for the longest of times, and contact time was minimized. So I know grade 10 was not easy for a lot of you guys, but congratulations, you made it this far. Right. So these are the prescribed textbooks that I'm going to need you guys to use at grade 11. You guys are already familiar with Oxford Successful. You are also familiar with Focus. And then this is another textbook that I'm going to need you guys to familiarize yourself with. It's Clever Economics. Right. So any one of the three textbooks, you can use it as your prescribed textbook for the year. Right. If you've already bought either or, remember I said you don't need two. If you've got one of these, we are going to be using them interchangeably, but if you can afford, you can get more than one source. It's also allowed. Right, this is a welcome remarks. Welcome to grade 11. A big pam pam for making it to grade 11. Right, however guys, I need to stress, remember grade 11 is gateway to grade 12. So I'm going to need you guys to mature up a bit, because I found a lot of you guys to be childish and very playful, abonjabulo and stuff at grade 10. You need to make sure that you guys mature up, and the playing and the jokes and the whatever, you guys, let's hope these were issues for grade 10. At grade 11, guys, you need to hit the ground running, and you need to ensure that you're on top of your game there. Right, it is important that you pace yourself well and you try to get on the swing of things early. Use your time wisely. I can't stress this enough. Don't leave it to too late. Don't tell yourself, I'm going to study in term 4 so that I prepare. That's when we are going to be examined. That's the marks, the main marks that are going to be used to go to grade 12. You are going to fail if you do that. Make sure that from term 1, you are on top of your things, you are revising, you are doing all that is required of you. Okay? Consult with your peers, form study groups, consult with me. Make sure you develop study habits that are sustainable early on. Don't start in term 4, guys. It's a recipe for disaster. We all want to wear the matric jacket. We all want to go to the matric dance next year. And unless you do as I'm telling you, seriously, you are going to find yourself at the end of the year one very unhappy chap. Right, do all your work and attend all lessons. I've already stressed the importance of this. It's very possible, guys, for you to do well. Okay, right, time is of the essence. Any time, any contact session where you have to be at school and the teacher is standing in front of you teaching, make sure you grab it with both hands. Don't miss lessons. Okay, right. Now, what do I require from you guys? I need a 2-choir exercise book for notes. This one, covered properly, appropriately, in a khaki cover and a plastic cover properly, guys. Right? I need a 72 page for daily exercises. I need a 72 page for essays and revision tests. I also need a textbook. Remember, I said any one of the three. Okay, so you can get any one of this. I need a Croxel file with dividers inside. Right, brand new dividers. Please don't recycle dividers. Right, I need a pocket file where you are going to put your past exam papers in, and I need an eagerness and a willingness to learn like never before. This is what I'm going to require from you guys. Every time we meet, you need to ensure that these things are there in your book. Don't tell me, ma'am, I left my book at home. I didn't think we were going to write an essay. Every contact session that I have with you, you need to have my material. Okay, right, now let's unpack economics at grade 11. Right, remember guys, economics has 4 modules, the same as we did last year. Right, there is macroeconomics, which we are going to look at in term 1. There is microeconomics, which we're going to look at in term 2. Then we've got economic pursuits, that's a bit of term 2 and term 3. And then we have contemporary economic issues, we are going to look at them term 3 and term 4 there. That's how we are going to be looking at our economics. Those are the 4 modules, right? Right. Again, remember, economics has 2 final papers, right? The economic exam. There is paper 1, which is macroeconomics and also economic pursuits. You remember last year when we looked at the history of money and banking, That was economic pursuits. But this year we are going to look at different topics, but still under the same module, economic pursuits. Macroeconomics, again, different topics, but still under macroeconomics, right? Then again for paper 2, we are going to be looking at microeconomics and contemporary economic issues. That's what is going to be tested in your paper 2. So please guys, you need now to familiarize yourself with the question paper. Sometimes when you're just resting, take an economics past exam paper, just look at it and read the instructions so that you understand and you're familiar with your question paper. You find a lot of you guys going into the final exam and ignoring the instructions, thus you're not adhering to the rules or what is expected of you, and you fail, not because you didn't know, but because you didn't know what the paper required. I stress this and I urge this: know what your paper requires and familiarize yourself with your paper. Now let's break down the paper again. The paper has got 3 sections. We've got section A, you guys remember, it's a compulsory section, 30 marks. We've got multiple choice questions. We have got a table, remember the column table, column A, column B. You're looking for the answer in column B, you're given a statement in column A. We've got give a term, the one word phrase that a lot of you guys don't like, right? You need to give a term or a word or a phrase. Remember here, you cannot use abbreviations. Right, let's go to section B. It's the longer structured questions for 40 marks each. Here you are given 3 questions. You are required to answer any 2. Very important there. Then section C, it's our essay, 40 marks. You are given 2 essays. You have to answer 1. Okay, and remember your essay should have an introduction, it should have a main body, it should have an additional part, and finally it should have a conclusion there. Okay, we did essay writing. I did workshop you guys on essay writing next year. I'll still try and do it again this year, but by now you should be comfortable with writing essays. Right, now let's look at the formal assessments that you guys can expect this year. Term 1, you have an assignment, 50 marks. You have got a control test, 100 marks. Right, term 2, you are going to get a project for 50 marks. Term 3, you are going to get a case study for 50 marks, and then a control test for 100 marks. And then term 4, you're going to get your end of year exams for 300 marks there. This time around it's not 200, but it's 300. Remember I said grade 11, right? It's a bit demanding. So you need to ensure that you are on top of your game there. Okay, right. So please expect these assessments, study for them, prepare for them, make sure you are not found wanting. Right, just before I leave people about this COVID, right, I've got a big picture for you guys. All of you guys need to ensure that you do very well. All of you. I hope to see you guys in grade 12 next year. It's very possible. Remember that Department of Education motto, it says 100% RCG. So there is no turning back. You need to get 100%. Right. Hard work, dreams plus dedication equals to success. Now about this COVID, make sure you wash your hands using soap and warm water. Always scrub your hands very well. Right. Wash between your fingers, your wrists and your fingernails, and also at the back of your hands there. If you have to go outside, boys and girls, make sure you mask it up. Right, so stay indoors unless you have to go outside. If you're outside, make sure you're wearing a mask. Thank you so much, boys and girls. I'm going to send